a little over a week ago, 26-year-old Alden Ehrenreich, if I'm saying that correctly, has been cast in the Han Solo movie as Han Solo. How do you feel about that?
I haven't seen the news, unfortunately. I'd heard it.
Well, how do you feel about someone else playing Han Solo?
I'm okay about it. I feel fine. I think, obviously, everybody will always think of Han Solo. They'll think of Harrison Ford.
That's right.
I think, but Harrison Ford's an older guy now. If they want to keep the Star Wars franchise going, which I agree they should, they were down for a long time, and obviously the prequels didn't do particularly well. But with the Force Awakens, it's back with a vengeance. The flames relit.
Yeah.
And I think someone needs to pass the torch. So obviously in the Force Awakens, the flame was, the torch was passed there.
It definitely was.
And in terms of them doing side films, I'm optimistic. Rogue One in particular looks good. I'm interested. And I think that if they're going to pass it to someone, then all credit to the guy who's doing it.
I'm sure he did great in his audition. Yeah, I'm sure he's a great guy, but I'm just going to say it right now. I do not want to see anyone play Han Solo. Anyone other than Harrison Ford. I just don't want to see it at all.
Well, I think that means in that case that then you don't ever cast Han Solo.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. I don't want to see it. I don't want to see the Han Solo movie played by a younger guy. And I'm sure there was a lot of fan rejection for like a Ewan McGregor, Alec Guinness and shit doing it. But you know what? Fuck Alec Guinness. I don't give a shit. He did nothing with Ben Kenobi. Fuck Ben Kenobi as a character. I hate him. I fucking hate him.
Oh no, I think he was. I think he added. I mean, obviously he was spent the entire time in the originals as a ghost, pretty much.
Yeah, he did. But he comes out with this fucking line. This is why I hate Ben Kenobi. He lies to Luke. Luke finds out that Vader's his real father, and then the dude has the fucking brass Jedi balls to say, "Well, what I told you was true from a certain point of view." Go fuck yourself, Ben. Are you fucking kidding me? If you weren't dead, I would fucking kill you right now. I would go full dark side on your ass. Fuck.
I don't know if they were planning for that though, were they?
Fuck Ben
when they
Kenobi.
wrote the original, when they wrote the original and wrote him about, oh yeah, he killed your father. Yes.
Don't give a shit.
When that happened, I don't think they imagined that that Darth Vader would be his father.
Fuck Ben Kenobi.
But anyway,
just all the way with his beautiful.
Just to get back
face.
on track with that.
Go on.
I thought Ewan McGregor was great.
Absolutely.
In fact, the transformation in particular from episode 1 to episode 3.
Yeah.
How he transformed physically as well as his acting.
Yeah.
There was a lot of little visual sort of cues that he would do when he tried to introduce into his acting that was very reminiscent of what Alec Guinness did. The particular way of like folding his arms in particular.
Yeah. No, he was so good.
If you watch, I suppose three in the main one, you see him do it, and I thought it was great. So I think they replaced an old character in the past. They replaced Alec Guinness with a younger character in Ewan McGregor. Han Solo's a bit more significant than Obi Wan Kenobi was. But
he absolutely is.
I'm optimistic. I think that the franchise is in really good hands with Disney. I don't think Disney are gonna, they're not gonna phone it in.
No, definitely not.
They're gonna do a good job.
And they've started off strong with The Force Awakens, man. That was a real good movie.
100%. Yeah, I mean,
I really enjoyed it. As you said, passing the torch, the new younger cast really did a great job. Rey in particular, Daisy Ridley was fantastic.
I enjoyed them all. A lot of people obviously criticise Adam Driver, is it, who played...
Yeah, they did. I've heard a lot of criticism for Kylo Ren.
Kylo Ren, yeah.
I loved Kylo Ren personally.
I didn't mind, yeah. I didn't love him. Don't get me wrong, I didn't...
He just had some real great moments. Freezing a blaster bolt in midair. Never seen that before. Really cool.
Yeah.
Mind reading with the Force.
It
was just some real cool, intimidating shit. He pulled the guy across the room when he got pissed off.
Yeah, they did a good job in, I think, making the Force interesting again.
Yeah.
You could think, I mean, they could have gone down the avenue with they'd just do all the same tricks that they'd done in the past.
And what better
You know,
way to cement a villain than killing Han Solo? Like,
yes,
that's...
well, he is. You know, he's
Yeah.
he's set off. I think, you know, ultimately, if I did my predictions, I'd probably say he's probably going to be a character that gets redeemed in the end.
I think so too.
I
I
think
that's the way it's
obviously
going.
they've set that up quite
very
a lot
conflicted.
with the conflict that he's in, and he's always saying that, you know, I noticed that in particular. He was saying that he was being seduced by the light.
Yeah.
He actually uses that line.
He did, yeah.
Or something very similar, saying that the light's like seducing him, which is obviously very. It's a contrast, because usually you hear that about the dark side. Oh, the dark side's very seductive, and that it's the dark side that's going to seduce him, not the light.
Yeah.
But obviously it's a contrast. But yeah, I thought, you know, Adam Driver was great. Don't actually John Boyega, is that right?
John Boyega.
For Finn.
Yep, Finn.
Great. I like the guy who played Poe. I don't actually know his name.
Yeah, I don't know Poe
off the top of my
Dameron's name, but it was another real
head.
good.
Really interested in his character in particular
Yeah.
as well. Looking
Didn't
forward
see
to
enough
seeing
of him
more.
though. Would like to have seen more.
Yeah, I definitely I'm looking forward to seeing more of him.
Yeah.
But anyway, so. You know,
But in summary, no Han Solo, fuck Alec Guinness, Ewan McGregor all the way. Except for that weird fake beard that they put him in Attack of the Clones.